7-minute gameplay trailer that they just dropped turned a lot of heads because it throws a lot of stuff at you. There's driving, there is web swinging, there's character switching right out of GTA 5, there's basketball and darts and slapping contests, throwing guys into dumpsters and shooting guys with grenade launchers. It's every urban environment to open world game at once, and it looks like a real trip. This game has a really ambitious goal of taking on GTA 6, and so there's a lot to dig through. Like the social stuff, it's right out of the GTA 6 trailers, for example, but that is far from the game's only influences. There's some sleeping dogs here too. Of course, there's also every other AAA free-to-play Gacha game on the market right now, probably influencing them as well. And I'm not trying to throw cold water on here, because I will freely admit that the newest trailer is really impressive. But yeah, let's get back to how these games aren't always exactly honest. Played these games before! I said I played these games before!
Okay, so this is a game made by NetEase in China, and it's basically the personification of the phrase jack of all trades. It's like a combination of Spider-Man, Cyberpunk, GTA 5, Batman, Arkham Knight, Assassin's Creed, Parkour, probably Asphalt, and others. Lots of people love the game, but it has its share of criticism. Just like anything else, some of the people straight up hate it because they think it's a cringe anime game or gacha game, but it's not gacha. Some hate it because it's a Chinese property. I'll get to that. While most of its criticism is from the fact that it looks like a Chinese ripoff of many good games, especially GTA 5. Same reason is why people find it promising to play. This is ironically going to compete with games like GTA 6 releasing next year. I won't be surprised if this releases before GTA 6. I'll be talking about its whole identity, which is a mashup of game mechanics. In my opinion, I don't find the gameplay bad at all. I think the game looks worth the time. Then as for the mechanics, the game looks like a walking embodiment of lawsuits, but it surprisingly isn't getting sued. People are complaining that they copied a lot of things without changing it, like Spider-Man's swinging animation. Really, it's not an issue because Sony themselves let the game through and are in partnership with NetEase. So the Spider-Man features in the game are fully approved by Sony. Approved! To use the Insomniac Spider-Man features. The most significant game similarity is GTA. You can switch characters the exact same way in GTA 5. Some missions in the game shown by the trailer feel exactly like GTA involving gun sniping while swapping characters in between missions. The minimap, the road driving similarity, the characters living day-to-day lives, and so on. I don't know which side to be on. All I know is that this is a good-looking game with replayable value, even if they did in fact kinda copy. So if they are valid with Spider-Man's swinging animation, then what about Rockstar? Well, most lawsuits come from specific legal areas like copyright infringement, copying actual art assets like models, cutscenes, game reserved music, and so on. Patent infringement, copying a protected gameplay mechanic that's already been patented. For example, Warner Bros. Once patented the Nemesis system from Shadow of Mordor. Patents don't usually make any sense. It's usually gatekeeping special features in games, like how Nintendo is trying to gatekeep everything that has to do with summoning creatures, which is obvious trademark infringement. Looking similar or borrowing general mechanics like swinging open world maps, Arkham style fighting is usually not enough to win a lawsuit because game mechanics themselves aren't fully protected by copyright. Sony has been in partnership with NetEase since 2021 so there's no chance of them getting lawsuits from them. Rockstar has never sued another game just for having GTA-like cities, its open world design, or crime systems. A few games like Saints Row, Watch Dogs, especially Watch Dogs, Sleeping Dogs, Watch Dogs 2, and so on. I don't know how many exactly have this same mechanic. Some of them are very small games that we don't even know about. Use the same formula. Rockstar sues for other different reasons. Then Warner Bros. The Arkham style free flow combat is similar to Spider-Man, Mad Max, and Mordor. I'm not sure exactly who started it, but they're similar. Then parkour, which I highly believe is part of the game, can't be copyrighted. Copyrighting parkour is just like a copyright for swimming in a game. It's basic movement. Even Subway Surfers has parkour. Then the cyberpunk aesthetic is an aesthetic, so it can't be copyrighted. I was saying something earlier about people hating it as a Chinese game. Some people think the game being free to play is too good to be true, and they think China might be stealing user information. I don't see why everything that comes out from China is immediately slammed on. Even if it releases as free to play, there is sure going to be in-game purchases, and it's not bad, because if everything is free in games, then games will all just be charity projects. Go watch the videos on the end screen and subscribe.